Okay, I never get tired of that theme tune. We are back. This is episode 10. It's the season finale of Building on Success. This podcast this time around has been about our industry, inspiring people, and how everyone is going out there to battle adversity and make a difference. And David Blitz, welcome to the new studio. Welcome to the new sofas. We've replaced Charlie with someone called George.
I know, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Sorry, Charlie, but...
No, Charlie, we miss you and we'll see you soon, mate. Yeah. So, Charlotte, welcome back.
Thank you.
How you been?
Good. Yeah, just lots of studying.
Yeah, lots of studying.
Yeah.
Well, mums are listening, you know, and the grandparents.
No.
There you go.
Worried now.
All right. And how's Natalie?
Yeah,
we've got to mention
good.
Natalie because she gets left out.
She went to Liverpool on St Patrick's Day. She had an amazing time.
Tell you a little secret, David. Was it Charlotte's 21st birthday, right? In Fulham. Yeah, it was her 21st birthday party. Really good, really lovely evening. I probably drank too much whiskey towards the end of it with Casey.
Like it was water.
Yeah, far too much. But there were some lovely moments when her friends were coming up to me saying, I know you're famous, you're on the radio, you've got a podcast. And Charlotte was going, shut up, stop it, stop feeding his ego. And I was like, oh yeah, I've got a little podcast. And they said, does the guy who sell bricks sponsor it?
Oh, stop it.
Yeah, they did.
Stop
I said, he doesn't just sell bricks, he sells bricks and bricks.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Try our best.
So David, you good?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah.
A few little niggles here and there with the injuries, but
lots of things happening, and this episode we're going to really kind of reflect on the guests we've had on the show over the course of the season. We're going to talk about what you've been up to because you've been pounding the streets and you're doing it all for a fantastic cause. So we're going to talk about your charity fundraising and your marathons. We've changed section 4. Yeah. Section 4 used to say Foyne Jones football banter, but someone got a big marker pen and just crossed that out. So apparently football may not be mentioned, but we are going to talk about how people can get behind your fundraising. I'm going to share my dinner guest, which I know everyone's been waiting for. And then we're going to look forward to the future. So, you ready to get started?
Absolutely.
All right, let's have some fun. So, David, we say this every episode, right? We can't have a podcast without a sponsor. And from myself, from Charlotte, from everyone who's involved in the Foyne Jones show, we've never had anyone more invested, not just in the publicity, not just in the content, but also in who we invite into the studio. And looking back over to the guests we've had, we've really mixed it up, mate. So have you enjoyed seeing the episodes come together?
It's been brilliant. I talk about you a lot, which is a bit worrying for all of us.
Not for me. When people talk about when you're not in a room, it's a really good thing.
The podcast, every episode this series.
Look, Charlotte, she's looking up there at the screen. She can't help herself.
Every episode this series is great. And the previous few episodes from back in the other series were fantastic. But this year was brilliant because we sort of cherry picked the ones we wanted, the ones we've been talking about for a long time, the people that we felt could have a link to what we both do, and that's the important bit. There's no point in having someone a brick person because there's only one, obviously, but no point in having other people that do the same thing. It was getting a variation of people on the show, and each single one of them has got something interesting to talk about, and they're all so different and so varied, but just really good content in every single one. Yeah, really proud.
It's really good. And I see so much content now, and George will probably see it as well from the work he does, where businesses, founders, hosts, they're inviting people onto their podcasts, and podcasts have exploded, which is fantastic. But equally, you can really see real value because there's collaborations, and you can turn a conversation into a partnership. You can turn a conversation into an opportunity. You can tell someone's story. And if we look through all the guests we've had, there's some amazing stories. But what stood out for me more than anything else, and it's probably something I'm most proud of, is that they've turned into really successful business relationships as well, and mutually beneficial. And if we can achieve that from a conversation,
and for me,
fantastic.
One of the things I was always conscious of is the podcast is great, and I love doing it, I love being involved in it, but there's a business behind it, and the key thing, I'm so pleased that we've been able to work together in that element, not just talk about football, which we won't ever talk about again, or talking about visiting places and all the things we talk about on a regular basis, but actually talking about how your business can support my business in recruitment. You've done that, Perv, you've done it fantastically. We've recruited a brilliant member of staff, or hope he's a brilliant member of staff. The process was seamless. You supported us on every part of the journey, talked us through how we do it, because it's not something recruitment for us is a pain. It takes a lot of time and effort, and actually being able to outsource it to someone where there's a cost, but the cost is very manageable, very realistic, and it takes away a huge amount of time for me to sift through CVs or my colleagues to sift through CVs. And actually what you guys offered was a fantastic service. And I think that historically my mindset with recruitment has always been, we'll do it ourselves, it's cheaper, we'll do it ourselves. And on paper, it is cheaper.
I remember the conversations, Mr. Blitz.
Yeah, but actually, when you look at it, what we've paid for the service is huge value for money. It's something I always talk about is value for money. So I can go and do everything myself, and it'll be cheaper. Or I can actually use a service like yourselves to do that. And what we got from you was fantastic. And every single candidate got put forward to us was suitable, was sensible, and the calibre of candidates we had were exactly what we were looking for.
I think it's also managing the process, because any hiring process, right? It's straightforward until you have to do it. Absolutely. And when you're doing it, and you work with some amazing products, and you've got bricks and bricks and bricks in different shapes, sizes, different applications, different. They're there, and we can see what it is. When you're working with human beings, you're always managing the intangible, because human beings change their mind. They're not sure. They're hesitant. They will put themselves forward for something, then change their mind. They will overthink. And when you're dealing with that emotion, sometimes being able to outsource that to a partner and being one step removed can really, really add value. What it also does as well, working with a business like us, we can reach out to the individuals, the boys and girls that maybe are not applying for jobs, but they're quietly looking for the right opportunity. They're looking for a new home. They're looking for somewhere where it could be life-changing for them. So we bring that value, but managing the process is brilliant. We love what we do at Foyne Jones, and it's been a pleasure to work with you. It really has. Charlotte, just coming on to you, because we haven't seen you for a little while. You've been busy studying.
Yeah.
I know you're at Craven Cottage at the weekend. We can't talk about football too much, but I had hoped, and I will just do this, David. It's a personal thing. I really hoped that I'd be sitting in this studio today when it was booked with Fulham, looking forward to the quarter-final of the FA Cup this weekend, and also being probably 4 points better off in the league and dangerously challenging for European places. We blew that, basically. In the 90th minute against Southampton, we gave a penalty away, which wasn't what cost us the game, actually. What cost us the game was 9 changes. I think we disrespected Southampton. They're a decent Championship team. We made 9 changes. We come unstuck. So we're out of the FA Cup. And then a couple of dodgy league results, and you're now, OK, we're 4 points off the European spots, and we've got a really tough run of games. We have to play an Arsenal, we got to play a Villa, we got to play a Liverpool. So it might not be enough. I think Marco Silva will, I don't know what you think, Charlotte, but I think he may well get his record points total. He may beat it again, but he may go to pastures new in the summer after 5 fantastic seasons. And the man who's got golden touch at the moment, Harry Wilson, he's done it again. He's never been more in the shop window. Never. No. Do you hear about the Wrexham rumour?
No.
Wrexham.
What, for Tom Kenny?
No, for Harry Wilson.
Really?
Yeah, massive Wrexham rumour.
Really?
Yeah, to come to Wrexham, club captain, money no object, get us into the Premier League, star in the TV show, meet Deadpool. You know what I mean? I can't see it.
No.
I can't see it.
A bit of a sellout.
No, I'd love him to stay at Fulham. He's had a fantastic season, and he's just. I mean, look. I start the season very optimistically. We was at your place. You said, "What are you looking for this season?" I went, 4th bottom would be good, and maybe beating Chelsea. Well, we beat Chelsea, so I'm happy with that. Yeah. And we're well away from 4th bottom. So you enjoying being back in Brighton?
Yeah, love it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm having an amazing time.
And we're going to get you back around the Foyne Jones team.
Yes.
Because we're dangerously short of video content at the moment. So we need you involved. We need you motivating. We need you encouraging.
Yeah.
Good to have you back.
Yeah, it's nice
to have you back.
You both.
So, David, roll call of our guests this season, right? Let's give him a shout out, mate. Ooh. Luke Brittle.
Yeah.
Luke, great episode with Luke. He's moved on to something different now. He's taken on a very big leadership role at a great business, and we wish Luke every success. That was a good episode. Talk about being brave and going out there and trying something new and making it work for his family. That was a good episode. Then we had Big Boss Mark Tanner, my old governor. Very humbling episode for me, that one. You like that one, Charlotte, didn't you?
Probably one of my favourites. Very bittersweet.
Bit awkward. Carry on.
there's no favourites apart from you, David.
Yeah,
there we were. We was over the bridge in Essex for episode 3, weren't we?
On packs of bricks, as we said we would.
Yeah.
We did sit on packs of bricks, mate. That was a good one. That was
Missy was there. I didn't bring Missy.
we got Missy the brick dog. So, David, that was good to do an episode on site. And for me, I got so much interest in what your company did, more than you just being a name and a sponsor. It was like, that's actually where they are. So, opened up some new doors to you, didn't it?
Yeah, and bucket load of bricks. There was there's bricks everywhere there.
Then we had the boys on from Tradies who were absolutely ripping it up at the moment. Shout out to Connor, shout out to Jack. Yeah. They've made massive moves. They're now not just in London and the South East, they're in the Midlands, they're in Manchester. They've added new resource to their external team, and they've raised even more money on their next wave of investments. Them boys are, that's a real success story what they're doing there.
I think that's a business definitely for the future. I can see that growing and sort of being all over.
Really good lads as well. It's like if you ever want to see someone doing well, like they're guys that do it. And I'm quite close to them because my eldest son does some collaborations with them as well. And I just genuinely, Jack Connors, I know they're real big fans of the show. We wish you guys every success because they're absolute quality. Then we had when we had the man from Payless on. That was a great episode with Cole, wasn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Cole was full of personality, full of banter. If you don't know him, like he was the Cole that turned up is the Cole you meet.
100%. He's a really good guy. We speak fairly regularly. We're trying to get a catch-up coffee in the diary, but no, he's a good guy, really good business, really strong business, and knows what he's doing.
Yeah, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Next episode, I know for you, Charlotte, and for you, David, the next guest was really powerful. It's a mental health episode. We spoke about his game show and, what he achieved there, but Noddy Fagan, James Fagan. Now, in terms of sending a powerful message, how it's good for fellas to talk and how it's okay not to be okay. Don't know what you thought, but I thought James spoke so passionately, so from the heart. It touched you, didn't it?
It was a fantastic episode, and it was interesting to hear about the game show. That was I've never knew anything about this game show, but I think mental health now, especially for guys, is something that needs to be spoke about a bit more. I think everyone knows someone who's going through something, and we just need to be there, reach out. I do just on a personal note, there's a group of very close group of friends of mine, and every Wednesday we do something called a Wednesday waffle. So we send a video message to each other. It's really nice.
Can I play?
We can.
I'm not in the close. I'm in the associates.
We can explain it. No, it's a Wednesday waffle. We just share a message with each other. Just check.
That's really good.
We're all okay.
That's really nice.
What's going on? Good, bad, indifferent. Talk about home life, work life, social life, everything.
That's really good, mate.
And do you know what? It's nice to keep in touch. We're a nice group of friends. We don't do it every Wednesday. Someone does it every Wednesday. We don't always do it. I can't remember last time we had a full house of 5 of us doing it. But it's just a nice way to keep in contact with
Sounds really positive.
And it is. It's really good.
And I genuinely thought, and to be fair, I took some inspiration from Noddy. I genuinely did. And, I loved the fact he's like a Millwall fan as well, because you get that kind of that South East London stuff comes through from him. It's all pie and match. It's all Millwall. But actually, I've got so many similarities with how he grew up and where he grew up and the challenges he faced, and it really, really hit home for me. But 2 things I've took away from that. Obviously, we're in our running gear today, and we'll come on to that well. But the walk and talk sessions he does are quite phenomenal. So I've started to roll him out, and I've had a couple, and I've got I'm in Eastbourne. It's a rock and roll my lifestyle, mate. I'm in Eastbourne on Tuesday, and someone who's very inspirational guy, Paul Hetherington in this industry, really, really good guy. Previous guest in seasons gone by on the podcast, but I'm meeting Paul, and we're going to do a walk and talk up and down the Eastbourne seafront, and grab a bit of lunch afterwards. And that was inspired by James, and I've been trying to do that with people. I've been saying, look, you want to come and meet me, great, but let's meet and go for a walk. Let's go for a run and have a chat afterwards, and try and just try and do something slightly differently to keep the conversation going. And great. I mean, again, great episode for James. You really enjoyed that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually would say that is my favourite.
She's got they're all her favourite.
It's like Bruce Forsyth. Yeah, my favourite. You're my favourite.
That one is my favourite.
I never got favourite.
And then our next guest, right? I think we can all do this. We bring a bit of football in. She's got her own theme song, isn't she? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whoa, Rebecca Da Silva. Now, is there ever a trailblazer in the construction industry? Rebecca's doing it. She's from a I guess a merchant family of royalty in terms of her connections historically. But how brave to go out there and launch her own business, and in a very competitive market and a very difficult passage of play for house building. I loved that episode. I thought she was a breath of fresh air, not just for the podcast, but actually for the industry. As to be a figurehead and be someone to do that. Do you enjoy Rebecca's?
Yeah, she's quite inspirational as a woman as well. Really look up to her.
Shout out to you, Rebecca. We'll catch up soon.
It's a real bold move. Real bold to sort of step away from what was quite a secure, comfortable role to go and say, do you know what, I'm going to do it on my own. But
it just shows the diversity of the guests in the podcast as well. You know, it's and the invitations are there. We're going to go again with a new season. We're going to go again, maybe in this studio, because we like it here. George, hope he's listening. He's smiling over there. We got a thumbs up. But I think from everything, it's only as good as the conversation. It's only as good as the people that want to get involved. And the last two guests for me, they were just brilliant, because it was almost going back to what I'm all about. I'm a builder's merchant boy first, and we had Stuart Kennedy talking about the IQ story. Good pal of yours, Stuart. And then we had Carl Battle. We're Elliots and we're going to win. And I genuinely thought those couple of episodes took us back to what my business is all about. You know, I'm a builder's merchant first. Travis Perkins in Fulham, and lucky enough to move through the ranks, and hearing their stories. You know, Carl coming from outside of the industry into the industry and championing, wanting to give people a chance. And he's done that, by the way, because I've worked with him on some appointments, and he's gone left where most people would go right, and he's made some great appointments. And Stuart, like the IQ story, it all started in a loft. It's inspiring.
Yeah, no, it is. And I remember visiting him years and years and years ago.
In the loft?
No, it wasn't in his loft.
No?
That's a different story.
Have you seen the picture of him in the loft? Like, he genuinely has got a picture of his...
This was, I think, his first office. And it was a fantastic office. There was no real yard, but there was a little pond outside.
In Howsham, that one.
Yeah, and it was just a really lovely setting. He had a few manufacturer sample panels here and there, bits of grass, some roof tiles. And the business has grown over many years now. And it's a really strong business, company we do a bit of work with at the moment, which is good. And it's someone that is part of the industry. When you see these businesses start up, coming away from that security, like Rebecca's done, and then hold their own and become part of the industry we're in, it's great to see more independents, more small companies coming through. From what was it is
really powerful. I mean, I'm 22 years into this journey.
You're going to say 22 years old?
No, I'm 51 years young now, mate. You know, you nearly caught me up, Dave, but you never quite make it. I always keep ahead, don't I? Do you know what I mean? But there's, like, you know, I now see the pressures of being a business owner in a very different way, because, you know, and it's unforgiving unless you've been in that chair and you've dealt with, you know, them tough times of maybe worrying about whether we're going to make payroll. Everyone hears these stories, you know, I didn't know if we make payroll, I didn't know we could pay this and whatever. And you're juggling so many different angles. I remember, I think it was last week, and, you know, I enjoy business development, I enjoy relationship building, I enjoy that. And I was like thinking, am I ever going to talk to anyone again? All I'm doing is this. And you bring people in to support you. But seeing the successes, people sharing the highs, sharing the lows, because it's not all what you see on TikTok, is it, Charlotte? It's not all what the camera tells you. When you dig behind the scenes a little bit, these people hurt, these people have emotion, these people are happy, these people are sad, and it's that consistency and that belief and that passion that I think has come through this season. I think we called it building on success, and I think we have built on success, and we've created what I think is an even better podcast than we've had before, and something which I'm looking forward to continuing, David.
Yeah, no, as I said earlier, it's been a fantastic podcast for the whole series. Just talking about sort of these entrepreneurs and on these companies sort of starting up and taking risks, which is all part of it. It's a calculated risk, and I've got to put a mention out there. So E.T. Clay,
yes,
Eddie Turs, the owner of the business, or was the owner of the business up until 3.5 years ago. This month, at the end of this month, he actually retires from the industry. His journey has been fantastic. What he's done, what he's achieved, what he's built up over the years. From starting a business, like you spoke about, Stuart Kennedy starting a business in his loft. Eddie started his in front bedroom. Took a risk, saw a gap in the market, and exposed it and developed it and grew it over 30 plus years now. And one thing you always said to me about taking risks, always take a calculated risk, which is important. Don't just wing it and hope. But when we sat down just before or during COVID, right at the beginning of COVID, and at the time pre-furlough and all the things that were happening with the government and supporting businesses, he sat there and looked at how long he could continue to keep the business afloat by paying staff, irrelevant of what was coming in through the door, but to try and keep people paying their mortgage and paying their bills. And that's something you don't realise when you're an entrepreneur like he is, or a business owner, that you're responsible for people's mortgages, and it's really, really, it hits home.
You're responsible for their food shops, mate.
Yeah,
like, it's genuinely quite sobering.
If we have a bad month, or if we had a bad month back in the day, staff salaries didn't change. People didn't get less money take home with, but he would earn less profit or no profit in the bad times. So you have to be sure of what you're doing. You have to make sure that you're there to support those people within your business and to look after people. And he's done that for 33 years, and he's going to hopefully enjoy his retirement. It's going to even more so look after my kids a bit more and look after Missy a little bit more and take them to football and all the things I've told him he's got to be doing. But he's going to enjoy retirement because he deserves a break. He deserves to chill out.
Fair play, mate. Well said.
And do very little. Occasional brick matches here and there, but do very little.
Yeah, I mean, as needed.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Support as needed. Yeah. But what a lovely tribute, mate. Yeah, fair play. And obviously it's family for you. Yeah, it's something very close to your heart. But you can see the warmth. I saw the post, and I've never met Eddie. Yeah. You know, but the warmth there is to E.T. Clay and to him in particular. Yeah. It's across the industry. It transcends everyone.
Yeah. As I said, we had a little tea party for him the other day with some customers that have become friends and suppliers that have become friends over the years. And when I spoke there, it was really hard to find anyone that had anything negative to say about him. And you worked in construction, you worked in the merchant world. That's quite an accolade for no one to say anything bad about him. There'll be loads of people for me when they get rid of me. But for him, real positive person in the industry.
Brilliant. And what a lovely way to end the first half of the podcast, mate. That was emotional. That was powerful. And I actually think it was from the heart. And that's what this show's all about. So, Charlotte, when we come back after the break, you got a few things you're going to be doing, on you?
Yeah, a few questions.
Excellent.
Who for?
Her favourite,
both of you.
Guest,
okay. Obviously, yeah. Our next favourite guest. Yeah. All right, well, listen, thanks for listening, boys and girls. That is the first half of Season 9, Episode 10. It's the season finale. This is the Foyne Jones Show, and we're building on success. We'll see you after the break.
Cool.
When it comes to bricks, there's only one company to speak with. E.T. Clay have something for every brick project with over 400 products across our 2 depots. We are the builder's merchant, brick merchant.
Right, welcome back to the season finale. This year, we've been building on success, and we've got in our new studio, we've got Charlotte on the sofa, we've got David on the sofa, and we've just been reflecting really on the amazing guests we've had, the stories we've told, and focusing on the challenges and opportunities there are in today's industry. But business is business, and then there are other things in life which are really important. And we're in running gear today, and there's a reason we're in running gear. For those of us that remembered our running trainers, our Claire Rainers, one of the people on the sofa forgot their trainers.
I've got mine.
Yeah. Oh, I've got both of mine on my feet, actually. Where's your running trainer, Charlotte?
Back in London.
Back in Fulham?
Back in Fulham. I'm going back today. I'll probably have a nice run down the river.
It's Fulham Pier?
Yeah, probably.
All right, yeah.
I'll pay £5 for a coffee.
Well done. So, David, really important, right? You're putting yourself through it, and you're putting yourself through it for a fantastic cause. So, take a moment to bring that to life and tell everyone what you're up to, why you're doing it, and how it's going.
So I'm running. So E.T. Clay are doing a big charity push this year. So it's not just me. I obviously seem to be the person talking about it quite a lot. Raising as much money as we can for motor neuron disease. So an industry legend, and I think most people listening to the podcast will know of this guy, a guy called Steve Sampson, a fantastic guy, a genuine gent, and just a lovely, lovely bloke. Diagnosed with motor neuron disease, say 2-3 years ago now. And I remember when he sort of told us some of his small problems with regards to sort of gripping stuff and picking up a fork and stuff. And me and Eddie were sitting in a cafe over in Chigwell having a normal catch up with him. At the time, didn't know what the diagnosis was. Fast forward to where we are now. He passed away just before New Year, so in December, and deteriorated drastically. Always fighting, always in a fantastic spirit of who he was. I can always hear his very powerful voice. He had a very distinct voice, very gruffly, gravelly voice, and it was always...
Bit like the geezer on Lock, Stock, wasn't it?
Yeah. He had that about him. But he was a big guy, friendly guy, lovely guy, an industry legend. So he was diagnosed with motor neuron disease, say 2-3 years ago, and that's what we're running for. So we're going to raise, I keep saying a bucket load. We are going to raise a bucket load of money for him. I've got a number in my head, which I won't say, but there's a number in my head that I want to get to. We're a long way from that number, but I believe we can get to that number because manufacturers, customers, colleagues, competitors are all going to give.
Podcast partners.
I want everyone to give because it's a disease that probably 5-10 years ago, we probably knew one person. Probably one person, one famous person. Stephen Hawkins was the face of it, unfortunately. And since then, it's almost a yearly occurrence. We hear about someone else that's got motor neuron disease. It's a horrible disease. There is no cure.
It's evil, actually.
Yeah, because you're watching someone.
I never knew what it was until 2003. Yeah. And in 2003, Guy Graham, G-Man, he was such a lad, like Vauxhall boy, Fulham fan, like a lot older than me, but always looked after us at the away games. Just an absolute top, just one of your own, top fella. And I remember it was when Fulham was sharing at QPR, which was a dark time in terms of football, but we're in the boozer on Brattonby Road, and he said, I said, you all right, G, how you doing, man? He said, you ain't heard, have you? I'm like, what? He said, he sat me down and explained it, and I'm like, well, okay, that's be all right, wasn't it? And he went, no, mate. No. And literally, within 18 months, we watched him waste away.
But you go back, that was 2003. So we're 20 years later.
Yeah,
we're no better. There's ways to slow it down.
But that was the first time I became aware of it, and then when you hear it, my instant reaction is, that's not nice.
It's a horrible disease. So
talk to me about what you're doing. Then.
In his honour, in his merit, in his name, we're going to try and raise a bucket load of money. So one thing I'm doing, stupidly doing, because I realise as I'm now coming up to 46, it's harder to get up and run. It's harder to get up and run a marathon. It's even harder to do it 3 times week on week. So I'm doing Brighton, Manchester and London marathons, 3 in 3 weeks. My wife thinks I'm nuts. My kids think it's easy.
Super dad.
I think
real cool guy.
You got it.
One of my kids asked me am I going to try and win, which is a bit worrying.
When my kids used to ask me, when they used to ask me that, I said I'm just going to beat Scooby-Doo and Darth Vader. As long as I can beat them.
But as long, in my head, I always used
to... The geezer on three-legged horse, I want to beat him.
The guy dressed as a rhino, a guy with a big...
like carrying the fridge,
If I see him go past me, I've probably done too much. So I'm doing Brighton, Manchester, London marathon, 3 in 3 weeks, 26.2 miles, not 26 miles, 26.2, because that 0.2 is
it hurts, mate.
It really hurts.
You know my story about that 0.2. Broke me.
But I'm looking forward to getting out and running. I did London... a few years ago, got a PB, not as good as yours. I got a PB.
We're not here to talk about me, David. We're here to talk about you.
Should have started with that.
Yeah.
So
should have started out serious with that, shouldn't I? Yeah.
So did under 4 hours when I did it. So I was really happy. This is all about getting it done. So that's a challenge. We're doing more. So I've got a team of us who are going to do this mud run a few weeks later. So we're going to go and do, I think it's 12 kilometres, 100 obstacles. Mud.
Up, down, round, under,
fun.
Swimming under,
tough mudder type thing.
Everything you could imagine, swinging from stuff, jumping on stuff, going under stuff. That'll be good. That'll be loads and loads of team bonding. We'll get all the guys there that are doing it to take part, but the people that aren't doing it to come and watch and cheer
you on.
Join us for a beer afterwards. One of the girls is doing a bike ride to Brighton, so she'll pop down and say hello. And we're doing lots of other bits, couple of night walks and evening walks.
Good for you, mate.
So we just want to make a difference.
Really good.
We want to raise some money for these guys because it is a horrible, horrible disease that needs support. And yeah, that's where we are.
3 and 3 though. I've done 2 and 2. I've done Brighton and London within a week of each other, but I didn't put the third in.
How old were you then?
A lot younger, mate. I was in my early 40s.
Okay.
Early 40s. Okay. Yeah, early 40s. Yeah,
3 and 3 is going to be fun.
Yeah. So, 2014, I think it is.
So I'm not worried about the runs, because I said to you earlier, so I've got to say it again, not worried about running, not the runs, that sounds weird. I'm not worried about doing the run itself, because I'm looking forward to it. It's the week in between.
Yeah, it's the recovery, isn't it? It's the recovery.
And how I'm going to try and get myself around and pretend I'm okay. But the training's been okay.
You've done enough. If you've done enough miles, the crowd carries you around,
exactly.
really. As long as you stay fit and uninjured.
We'll have a little jog later, do a few miles.
How far are we doing?
Well, you don't do more than 10k.
Yeah, I know, but we could do 5, we could do 10, we can meet in the middle.
Maybe do like a park run 5k.
All right,
that's like a park run, they can donate something as well.
Yeah,
so going out on Sunday to do 20 or so miles, and that'll probably be the top end, and slowly make my way down. I'm not worried about it. I'm looking forward to enjoying the day. The last one I did in London was all about time. This is about waving, cheering, walking, hopping.
The last one I did was all about time, and I failed by 23 seconds. I don't want to, No. But I mean, that's a long way away. And I think for me, the event is fantastic. I admire you putting the training in, because I think with the injuries I've had and whatever, I just don't know if I'll ever do the distance again. I was going to do it. I was going to do London in 2020, and the pandemic stopped that, and I've never gone again. So challenges I've done have been, run 200k in a month, 5k a day in May for men's mental health, campaign against living miserably, brilliant. Yeah. But I admire anyone who does a marathon, because I think, the first one I did was London, I think it was 2007. And like that for me was the most amazing event, like just the sheer size of it. So good luck. We will support you, mate. We will 100% support you. And more importantly, we will have some fun on our training run today.
Absolutely.
I'm looking forward to it.
Hopefully, when I finish Brighton, we'll go for a beer or 3.
Yeah, I'll be around, mate. I should be around. When is it?
Get a nice roast. Line and lobster.
When's Brighton? Next week? 11th?
No. Oh, God.
12th?
That weekend.
Yeah.
So,
I am around, because I was going to be on a stag do, but I'm not on that stag do. So I probably will be around, mate. Sounds so we can do something like that. Remind me, and we'll do it. Yeah. We talk about it when we're running today. So we'll try and capture some footage of us running together, Charlotte. We'll get the pier in. We'll do a bit of that.
Landmark.
Yeah. We're going to go, we'll probably park up by the marina, and we'll do a little 5k into Brighton, like little 2.5k in, little 2.5k back.
Perfect. Nice and slow.
Ice cream on the way, stick a rock. When we'll make it all about Sussex by the sea, mate. We'll do that. But genuinely, we wish you every success, and I'll make sure Charlotte and Charlie, when they're editing this, we'll make sure that we include on all our clips links to your sponsorship page, links to the amazing work you're doing with the charity, because actually you're going not just above and beyond, you're putting yourself through something 3 times on the spin, which some people will never do in their lifetime.
Yeah.
Well done, David. I'm proud of you, mate.
Thanks, mate.
I'm proud of you. Okay. Charlotte.
Yes.
Over to you.
Some questions. Firstly, I'm a new runner. Do you have any tips or advice that you could give me?
What my osteo keeps telling me is you need to stretch. And
stretch before and after?
Yeah, and when I used to play football, never stretched, hence why I got lots of injuries. When I run, I don't stretch. So stretching is really important, and just enjoy it. I find running now a really nice way to de-stress. So headphones on, and just go out for a run. Don't think about it. Don't care how fast you're going. Just do it for the fun of it.
Exactly.
And get some
Thank
good
you.
trainers.
Yeah,
Trainers are important. Always bring your trainers.
Yeah. Footwear's essential.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't.
I was talking to my physio, because I had a shoulder problem, funny enough. Not I'm falling apart, mate. I'm falling apart. But he was saying like towards the end of January, the amount of people that he has to treat and look after that have decided but for the right reasons they've gone to train again, but they're running in bad footwear, they're not recovering, they're putting themselves through it, and it's really important. That's good advice.
I'm planning to run the half marathon in Brighton next year.
Fantastic.
Good for you.
We were saying earlier, half marathon's a really nice distance.
Yeah.
Marathon is a slog. It's proper training. Half, I'll go and do tomorrow.
My eldest, he did Madrid half marathon on Sunday, and he's doing Battersea this weekend as well.
Really?
Yeah, he's doing it. Yeah, he's having a go.
Wow.
He's doing. Shout out to Harry. He's doing really well, mate.
Big Harry.
Yeah, but big fan of Charlotte's, big fan of the podcast, big fan of Bricks, David. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
He's a big.
We had a good chat a few months back.
Oh mate, he's doing really well, and again, that's what you want for your kids. You know, you want them to be happy. If he wants to run, you want him to run. If he, you know, I mean, I've put them through it. Both the boys have got no choice but to follow Fulham. So you know, that's you know, if they could take some comfort other places, it's all right.
Very much Orient now, 100%.
You're Orient. Yeah, you did say that though, mate. You did say that. You did say that. But no, good advice for you, Charlotte.
Yeah,
good advice.
I know we weren't going to talk about football, but I just have one question, and it's a would you rather question. So, would you rather have Spurs win the Prem,
Blimey, yeah,
or have Leyton Orient promoted to the Premier League?
Oh wow, that's a really good question. I think there's more chance as it stands at the moment for Orient to get to the Prem.
So you would rather that?
I think I'd rather that purely because my two boys would be ecstatic. So it's for them, obviously, honestly.
I think you're more of an Orient fan than a Spurs fan at this point.
Yeah, there's a connection there. So I'm at Orient later today for an event. So yeah.
Oh wow, enjoy. So I wanted you to basically rank your top 3 bricks and why.
Rank my top 3 and why? Oh, what manufacturer I'm going to offend?
Yeah, it could be, or the colour, you know.
So in third place.
No pressure.
No, seriously.
I did see a Brick League table circling somewhere before.
You must have a top 3.
So
this is groundbreaking for George. He's never had anyone in this studio doing the top of the pops of bricks, mate, haven't he?
I'll think very quickly. So for me, there's probably 3, top 3. So in third place is a brick that's no longer made from Wienerberger. It was an exclusive product for us out of Smeeding, which was the Estuary, which was tumbled, Old English from memory, tumbled, bit of white slurry on it to make it look old and battered and bruised. Really nice brick. Did some fantastic projects in it, and it had a nice yellow look to it. Number two. I know my number 1, but number 2 is struggling for number 2. It's not.
You can just give me top 2.
Not good content now, I know.
No, it's fine.
Number 1 is a Bovenden brick. So Bovenden old factory is no longer around anymore. Bovenden. Handmade on the dark side, which sounds weird for anyone who doesn't know much about bricks, but beautiful product, hard to replicate, hard to bring back into the marketplace, but a beautiful product. So yeah, I'm a bit of a brick geek.
Yeah, no, I love it.
Number 2, mate, I'd say it's the next lorry load you sell.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, just play it safely.
We asked Eddie these questions. It's all about whatever can make the most margin.
Yeah.
So that's always a thing. But in terms of what I do, and probably, so Wienerberger in third place and the Bovenden in first place. Sorry, everyone else, for bricks that I didn't mention.
It's all good.
Other bricks are available. Other bricks are available.
So I wanted to ask you both this question, but dream guest on this podcast.
Who would we want? Well, he's going to say me, so that's easy.
Yeah, I mean, I've
somebody that hasn't been on before.
What, industry specific or just anyone I'd love to interview?
Anyone.
For me, it's always going to be Gazza. Always going to be Gazza. Just love to sit. And I went to watch him years and years ago with Vinnie Jones doing a talk. And he is fantastic entertainment. Hard to understand, with a bit of a Geordie accent in the background and sort of his way he slurs his words a little bit now. But fantastic. Listen to him talk about his experiences, what went wrong, the story about him not signing for United and whether that would have gotten back onto the straight and narrow. But fantastic footballing ability, and my proper footballing hero.
Yeah.
Pretty
How about
good,
you?
Mate. I guess it's a bit. I mean, I'll answer that with who would be the best 2 people I could ever put on the sofa, which is impossible. But it'd be my nan and granddad. I think they are. They're the most important people in my life. I grew up with them. You know, so council flat, Fulham. You know, single mum, but like my mum as well. But I think for different reasons, they were the most inspirational people in my life, and that's where I would go actually. Which kind of leads me, I guess, into something else, because all season. I've just welled up there thinking about Grandad. Yeah, no, I have.
I feel bad to mention someone in my family.
No, I mean, look. If they can't make it, Idris Elba or Dave can come in. Do you know what I mean? You know, and maybe Alexander Mitrovic. You know, I don't know, but I mean, Nan and Grandad's the answer to that, Charlotte. Great question, by the way.
Yeah.
Great question, by the way. You can play that to your mum and your Nan and Grandad, and they see me getting emotional. They're like that, wouldn't they?
I love it.
Her grandparents are great fans of the show, Dave. They know all about your bricks, all about your episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Anyway,
Fantastic.
I want to hear about your dream dinner guest.
Yeah, so we've been doing it all season, haven't we? We've been asking people, past, present, people from fiction, who they would invite, and I've been holding mine back because mine is something really personal, and it's great, that question, because it got my granddad into it. But growing up, there was a TV show set in Fulham, and it was, in my view, the greatest TV show ever put together. It's called Minder. Right, so we all know the theme tune. If you want to watch it, so taking that Minder spirit, Fulham rules okay, the whole thing, and it was set in Fulham. It was from a lovable rogue in Fulham with his Minder. So the three guests I would have around my place for dinner will be Arthur Daly, Terry McCann and Dave from the Winchester Club, because I'm telling you what, that will be the greatest lineup of all time. They're all in heaven at the moment, you know what I mean? I'm sure they're having a swift half and a little cheeky V&T, but it'll be, and get some clips, put it all together. It'll be Tel, Dave and Arthur Daly. That would be my guests.
Thank you.
Awesome.
All right, so we're getting to the end of the season, Dave. It's been emotional, mate. We're going to go again?
Are we going to go again?
We're going to go again?
Oh, I don't know. We'll have a chat off.
We'll talk off camera, but we are going to go again with this podcast. We want to keep celebrating the success in the industry. For me, this season has brought personalities to life, and it's enabled us to build on success. So we always say this: without a sponsor, we don't have a podcast. Without a podcast, we don't have a guest. Without a guest, we don't have an episode. So from my side, David, thank you so much for committing, not just as a sponsor, but for committing everything into it. We enjoy putting the Foyne Jones show together. It's nothing without our listeners, so thanks for listening. We will be back. We may be back in the studio, but thank you so much.
Pleasure. Before we go, just a couple of bits from me, if that's all right.
Okay.
So this is obviously one of the many running vests that I've got. I was a bit optimistic in the size-wise, but running vest.
What size is this?
Too small for me is the answer. So that was, you're squeezing to that, I'm sure. But I know you're.
I mean, if that's not a triple XL, I might not, mate. My Derby's out of control.
So I know you're a big fan of your whiskey.
Who told you that?
Well, so this is a fantastic bottle of whiskey.
Is it?
It really is.
Wow.
I should have probably.
I love it when people bear gifts.
No, so this is a distiller or a brand you've never heard of, probably. A company called DS Tayman. It's a fantastic.
Can you get it out there, man?
Do you need an adult?
Yeah.
Oh, boom!
There we go.
Charlotte went in there, mate, didn't she?
It is a fantastic bottle. Apologies.
Oh, man.
For you to enjoy, to drink. It's beautiful.
You're a good elf, David. Thank you very much.
They've got, I think, 5 or 6 different ones now. But DS Tayman is a brand.
There we go.
One of the guys, a guy called Danny Saltman, is the owner of the business. That's not the DS. He is just the S. But it's a fantastic range of products. You don't get them everywhere.
I'm chuffed.
Yes.
And it is beautiful. So enjoy that. Drink it.
Responsibly.
Obviously responsible. But
not like
always,
water.
Always for the good times. Never drink for the bad times. Always for the good times.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah.
David, thank you so much,
Pleasure.
pal. Thank you so much. Before we wrap up, and I know it's the end of the season, I've got something here, and it's quite important to me. 28 years ago, on 2 days' time, it's going to be the 28th of March. And 28 years ago, one Saturday afternoon, we went to a football match. And on that Saturday afternoon, one of my closest mates didn't come home. And I still miss him every day. So I'd just like to say, rest in peace, Foxy. You'll never be forgotten. It was 28 years ago and it still feels like yesterday. And for me, I'll be at the grave again on Saturday. It hurts every year. I think about him every day. But when it comes round and it's a Saturday afternoon, it's just even more powerful. I saw his old man, Ian. I saw him at the the Fulham Tottenham game. He was with his grandson Barnaby. It was great to catch up with him, but yeah, that should never happen at a football match, and it's something that stayed with me, probably changed me forever. I still love my team, but that was something I don't want anyone to go for. So I think rest in peace, Foxy. 28 years, forever Fulham. Thank you so much for listening. That's the end of the Foyne Jones Show. That's the end of season 9.
Wow.
Done.
Building on success. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much.
Cheers. Thank you.
Bye.